So first I'd like to thank Pastor Boju and the entire Covenant Church for, you should clap for yourself. You know, part of our problem is we're used to being beaten down so much as Nigerians. We forget how to appreciate the things that we do right. And one of the things we have to learn to do is to celebrate us. Because there are many things that are right about us as a people and as a nation. And one good thing about us as Nigerians and about the church is what you do here. So put your hands together again for your pastor and for every person that is involved in this. I've listened to a lot of great speakers, and I've listened to a lot of great things said here today. And, you know, like I said to someone just a few minutes ago, there's so much to say about Nigeria that no matter where you come from, you would have so much to say, and we will not forget what we need to say to each other. And we have to keep encouraging ourselves, because there's so much negativity about us that if we do not encourage ourselves, we will forget who we are, and we will put down the paddle and forget to continue to drive this ship until we get to destination. Because this country is going to arrive at its God-ordained destination, whether you and I like it or not, because we have an assignment and we have a call. But my question today, just taking from the theme, I've decided to talk about nation building, the choice before us. We have a nation by name. We have a responsibility to build. People have been working for 54 years trying to build the nation. But I look at it and I say to myself, we're asking a number of wrong questions. And until we challenge ourselves to begin to ask the right questions, so that through those right questions, we can take the right decisions and act upon them, then the goal which we have so brilliantly set, that which we know that we can accomplish, will remain a myriad that we continue to dream of, and we're getting to the place of weariness, because a lot of Nigerians themselves have become weary about the nation. That we cannot afford. What does national development involve? What does building a nation, what does it involve? The encyclopedias will tell you, nation building is the process of constructing or structuring a national identity, using the power of the state through conscious and focused application of a people's collective resources, energies, and knowledge to the task. Now, we come from a very interesting nation. As at the last time I checked, there are like 371 tribes and tongues listed for Nigeria. If I ask you to ask the person sitting beside you, even if you're both Yoruba, if you ask Ijebu people, you're from Ijebu, the Remo person will tell you it's not Ijebu, it's Remo. What is that? It's only a wall that divides the villages. If you cross from one side, you are in Ijebu, the other side is Remo, and they will fight over it. If you get to one side of the country, you keep moving. 371 tribes and tongues, recognized and fought for by people. And yet, everything that we're doing is to build the division rather than the collectivity. Every day there are people clamoring for more states, more local governments, further division, politically good for the politicians, because more offices and positions are created for men to occupy, and you know what comes with it. But The danger is, as a people, these are administrative functions that we might need in some sense. But it has gone beyond administration into the hearts of the people. And therefore, who is a Nigerian? Because I bet half the people you ask will first be proud to tell you, I'm an Isha man, I'm a Shekiri man, I'm an Ijo man, I'm an Urobo man, I'm Tiv, I'm Ibibio, I'm Igbira, I'm this, I'm that. Good. The diversity that we have, good for our culture when we have a national cultural festival. When we wear the costumes of our tribes and our nation and our tongues, we bring color. It's fun. We show the richness of our culture, but that's where it belongs. In the richness of our culture, to show the world where we're coming from. It's part of our history, and it's a culture we can preserve and make money off it for tourism, which we're not even doing. But if we want to be who God has ordained us to be, if we want the true greatness of our nation to emerge, we need to change the conversation. We need to forget the tribes and the tongues. They remain as part of who we are because we speak the languages and we have the culture. We celebrate them. We must teach our children our history so they know where we're coming from. But Paul said in the Bible, forsaking the things of the past and looking forward to a future. Do we want a future? Or do we want to hold on? I watched a lot of the conversations around the national confab, and without beating down anybody. We need to get together when we should. We need to discuss our differences in order to build our unity. But the conclusions are wrong. The conclusions are not about what has been. It is about where we want to go to. The conversation we should be having is about how we build one nation, one country, where every Nigerian can live with pride in every part of the nation. I should have no fear to set up a branch of my business in Kutuwenji. I should not be afraid to walk to the ends of Sokoto to set up. If you ask the Igbo man, you will find him in every village in Nigeria. They get it better than anybody else. As long as there's an opportunity.